So we're back with another Swordburst 3 live stream, and this live stream we're going to be covering the last part of the Halloween event. So you guys would know it's November 3rd right now. Halloween's pretty much over, but this Halloween event in Swordburst 3 is going on until November 8th. So by the time I stream next week, this will already be over. So this will be the last time that I cover like this type of update. So you can't really see it because my avatar is kind of blocking it, but essentially what's new from last week is that now the boss has a nightmare mode, which gives 150 tokens instead of just 50. So that means if you complete the boss on nightmare mode, you get 3 times the amount of tokens, making it easier to complete the pass. And I'll show you what the pass is in a minute here. Then you also get an exclusive cape as well, and also increased mount drop chance when you do the boss. I believe the drop chance actually goes up to 2%, which is not that much, but it's better than 1%. I'll be grateful for that. All right, let's get into it. Let me go ahead and lower the music here. All right, so nothing really changed from last time. I mean, the Void Tower is still here. I could rerun it if I wanted to. Usually I try to rerun the Void Tower once a week whenever I stream, but we'll see. Alright, let's go ahead and hop into the boss here. I'm kind of curious exactly what the nightmare mode brings. Is it just a much harder boss? Is there any like gimmicks with nightmare mode? So this is easy mode. Nightmare mode, there we go. So 300%, there we go. So you have a 1% chance of getting Halloween Cape. You have a 2% chance of getting a horse, and then 150 tokens when you defeat him. Last time I did this, I was doing and trioing, and essentially we were going through the boss extremely quick. I'd rather see how quick we can go through this. Also, there's a lot of attack patterns here, so I'm gonna have to just make sure that I actually deal my damage. Okay, it seems like the HP, I mean, I'm getting hit by the minions. If anything, the minions deal more damage to me than the actual boss does. They're more annoying than the actual boss, because the minions pretty much do like almost half your damage or half your health whenever they hit you. You can see like minions already did half my health. I would like to get rid of them if I can, or at least get them away from me so I can actually attack. So I was kind of theorizing exactly what nightmare mode was going to give us, and it seems like it's just a little bit more difficulty when it comes to fighting the boss. I kind of was thinking, if nightmare mode was going to be like a certain amount of lives that you get, or if there was going to be like new attack patterns and such. But it just seems like they took the easy difficulty and just amped it up a little bit. So nothing new that I can see here. But it is a little bit more difficult though, because now I have to manage between fighting the boss and the minions. Again, like I would recommend doing this boss with some players. I don't recommend soloing this boss like I'm doing here, because soloing this is not going to be your most or your best option, because otherwise you're going to probably end up struggling a little bit like I am here. Because you need someone to kind of hold off the boss while you attack. basically the reason why it's better to do it with multiple people is because the boss doesn't always target you. You have a chance to deal damage while also, you know, not getting hit. In solo, you're always going to get hit because the boss can only target you, so that's the difficulty of doing things solo. Out of stamina. Also, I realized that you can also use the mount while fighting the boss here. Usually, whenever you fight bosses in Swordburst 2 or Swordburst 3, you typically cannot use your mount. Because like by the time you enter the arena, your mount will just kind of be unequipped. But here, you can pretty much use your mount the entire time. Oh, okay. Got obliterated there. Oh, okay. Thought I was out of the circle, but I guess not. Okay, so I have to kind of play this safe because I'm just getting attacked pretty much from every angle. Almost done though. Down to the last 400,000. Dodge that. Oh. Alright. Makes this a little difficult as well as just the fact of how, or can't talk, just how much damage he's doing, because if you notice, some of these moves deal, like right there, that move right there deals my entire health bar. Now, I'm not using the best armor, obviously. I'm using a +10 Ocean's Lord, which is the floor 6 armor, since I couldn't get my hands on a floor 7 armor, but still. Yeah, damage is kind of interesting. There we go. Managed to get ourselves a Halloween token. And no drops from them, so no horse or cape. I don't expect to get the hell horse or cape though. 1%, 2% are relatively low. I mean, it's better than, like, for some of you that are coming from Swordburst 2, seeing 1%, 2% is such a, I don't know, it's like a bit of a shock, because, you know, I've been struggling a lot with Swordburst 2 drops, because Swordburst 2 drops seems to always get lower and lower, like with every update. Because like some of the tributes, you know, are 1 in 50,000, 1 in 30,000, 1 in 40,000, even 1 in 100,000. Here in Swordburst 3, I don't think we'll ever see any drops that are that low. I think the lowest drop we'll see is probably 1% for now, but there's a chance that they could go lower. Alright. I was kind of wondering why I didn't die there. I had a little bit of invincibility. This is gonna take a bit. It's because the boss likes to do these kind of AoE attacks, and then you just basically have to dodge the AoEs, because there's not much you can do otherwise. You can't just like stay inside of the AoE and you know, an attack, because otherwise it'll blow up. The thing that I would probably like to see in terms of dodging, so the way that this dodge works, right, is that it essentially, it's not a invincibility dodge, it's just a movement dodge. And what I mean by that is, like, there are some dodges in some games where when you dodge, you have some iframes. And basically, like, if you dodge an attack, like while it's coming towards you, and then you press the dodge button, you'll get iframes to where you don't get damaged while you're in the attack because you dodged it, right? Here, there's no iframes when it comes to dodging. Dodging simply moves you to like a different. See, if I like dodge right there, you can see I'm in the dodge animation, but I still took damage. So it tells me that this is a movement dodge, which basically just moves you, right? It changes your position, but it doesn't give you any iframes. It would be nice to have some iframes when it comes to dodging, but maybe that's I don't know. Maybe that's not the vision that they're going for in terms of like what they want the gameplay to be. Alright, this is gonna take a bit. We might try to complete, you know, up to 10 again. Up to level 10 on the pass, so yeah. Yo, what's up, Josh? Welcome to the stream. I don't know if you have time to play Swordburst 3 right now, Josh, but if you have time, I might need some help with this boss. It's a bit tough. So, like, this is the nightmare mode of the boss that was released last week. They released this boss in easy mode, which is by the way, easy and nightmare mode are not that different. It's just nightmare mode is just basically more health. I think more damage. Like, it deals more damage to you. But that's about it. Like, there's no special gimmicks or anything. The bosses have the same like attacks. They have the same like same attacks, same gimmicks, but it's just different health and different damage, I think. Can't really get on Swordburst 3 right now because I'll be super laggy. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Want to give you my armor prob? I'm good. Don't worry about it. Either way, like, I'm pretty sure if I use the armor, it'll probably still one-shot me. So, I don't think it really matters. Thing is, like, you pretty much have infinite lives, and there's no timer either. So you'll just basically you just have to keep going until you actually beat the boss, which for me I think takes about 5 minutes to beat this boss solo, by the way. So yeah, it'll definitely take some time. Again, like, I want to just say that the Pumpkin King itself, I don't think is too difficult. It's more of these minions that get in the way, because the minions have pretty moderate sized hitboxes, and like they deal half your health if you get hit by them. So not only are you dodging the Pumpkin King, you're also dodging the minion attacks as well, which yeah, becomes very very annoying to deal with. Like, so I went over this in my last streams. Some of the biggest gripes that I have with this game, like the things that I don't like about it, are just, I guess, the way that or how much stamina you have. You can see here, I think there's an enchant that can give you more stamina, but the stamina here takes a while to like regen. And in terms of dashing, here, let me show you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can do 4 dashes, right? And then after that, you have to wait for your stamina to regen. Now, it takes me about 2 dashes to get out, right? And then like, I walk back in, he does another attack, I do 2 more dashes. And then I dash in, you know, to try to get the attack in. But by the time I dash in, my stamina is all depleted, so I don't have enough stamina to dodge anything like that. It'd be nice to have a little bit more stamina to work with, and also just more SP. most of these can be mitigated in terms of just getting the right enchants. Like if you have enchants on stamina or enchants on SP, then you'll be able to increase them, but I don't want to waste a slot of my let's see. I recommend SP regen over more SP. Yeah, that makes sense. I forgot SP regen was the thing. Yeah, like having SP regen is probably the best way to go about it, since you can get your SP back faster. The thing is though, like if you do pick your SP regen stat, you're gonna lose a slot, because you know weapons can only, specifically legendary weapons, can only have 2 slots, right? So you have one slot that you get automatically, and then you have another slot that you unlock once you max out the weapon to 10. I typically like to have double crit. Crit and crit damage is usually my my stats, just because I like to deal a lot more damage. But yeah. I'm also trying to get my hands on a speed armor stack, because I remember last stream when we were trioing doing the tower, one of my teammates was actually using a speed build, and he was just flooring it through the dungeon. One took me 3 dashes to get out. Thing is too, like you can wait until you reach the apex of your dash. And what I mean by that is like, so there's a thing called you can basically just dash cancel, I think if that's the right one. So basically, like you can see I can press dash multiple times to cancel the animation, or you could wait it out and you can dash further. But if you do like these dash cancels, you're going to be using more stamina, and you're also going to be losing a little bit of distance. I don't know how many times I've died. Say 1 SP regen with every other enchant being damage based. Yeah, I guess that does make sense. Dual wielding is probably the best way you can get a lot of enchants, right? Because at least with dual wielding, you can enchant 2 weapons instead of just 1 weapon. All right, so we finished the boss. I think we're up to 300 or so tokens right now, right? 388 should be enough to unlock another slot on the pass. Okay. Let me go ahead and check that out. We're hovering at 2.7 million. What am I running right now? I have a maxed out Ocean's Lord. I'll just claim these, I guess. There we go. Dual enchant only works with right-handed weapons. Oh, okay. Guess. Well, that's tough then. I guess there's no advantage to having dual wielding. And again, I guess that is a way to kind of keep everything balanced. Because otherwise, if you were able to like put a bunch of enchants on your dual wielding, more players would probably use dual wielding in that case. GM, have you tried like the new Nightmare boss? I don't know, I'd just like to get your opinion on it. I think it's alright. You know, it's to me it's just easy mode boss, but with more health and more damage. That's pretty much it. There's no new gimmicks or anything. It just takes a little longer to beat. is all. But I do like the 150 tokens that it gives, because that makes it easier to do the pass. Oh boy. Okay. Takes under 2 minutes every run with dual and good enchants. Yeah, I guess that makes a lot of sense. I'm not running the best stuff right now. I mean, I'm using floor 6 armor with decent enchants. So, yeah, I'm trying to get the meta stuff, but unfortunately my luck says otherwise. So, I think like for floor 7, I haven't gotten anything other than the spear that I have right here, the Lunavarus, which I still have not maxed out. I need to get on that. Though, like, I wouldn't say that I have bad gear or anything. I think it's just kind of it's decent gear, but it could be better. That's the thing. I'm gonna continue trying to win an Apex match. Alright, sounds good, Josh. Good luck. Also, if anyone's interested in joining, you know, if you guys want to do like duo trio runs or anything, just let me know. I could use the help. Because I mean, yeah, my damage right now is kind of lacking a bit, so yeah. I mean, look, the most obvious choice is to try to get better equipment before doing this boss, but it's whatever. You know what? I'll just go with what I have. I can always get better stuff next time around. I mean, like, I don't know where when floor 8 is gonna come out, but I'll wait for that. Because Swordburst 3 is releasing floors surprisingly quickly. You don't have to spam clicking, just hold. It's just a habit of mine. Like, yeah, I realize that you can hold like this, but I've just never made it a habit to hold. I've always clicked. And a lot of people tell me that, you know, you can just hold. But it's just something that I'm used to. I'm just used to clicking like this. Holding has never been like something that I've done. Like, I've tried holding once, but it just doesn't feel right. And maybe that's just me, you know, being a bit weird, but it's just what I'm used to. We're almost there, just like 200,000 more. Not doing a good job of dodging though. Like, this attack here is very easy to dodge. This one's pretty easy, you just dodge to the side. AoE is just the one that kind of annoys me a bit, because the thing about AoE is that you have to dash out of it and then walk back in. And by the time you walk back in, he's already doing another attack. So sometimes it, you know, you might not get the opportunity to attack. All right. Well, I'll wait in the lobby here for anyone who wants to join. Just put your username in the chat, and then I'll invite you to party. CRD Halloween cape. Oh, the cape has enchants? Is there another title that I get? Reaper, right? Alright, there we go. Let me go ahead and send the invite here. Hold on. There we go. Alright, let's do this. Alright, we're gonna get carried by Nos again. He pretty much has everything just going for him. I'm here as a support mostly. Yeah, your damage is just something else. Yeah, already halfway. Nice. What are we up to now? We're at 388. Okay. Let me do this. Yeah, we're gonna be able to finish this pretty easily. I mean, the maximum is like 500, so you do about 4 runs and you get this, versus having to do 10 runs with easy mode. I want to try to get at least one of the items, whether it's the cape or the hell horse. I mean, it is the last day, so, or at least last day for me, doing this, because I don't plan to play this boss off stream. So let's see if I can get it. 2%. So 1 in 50 to get the hell horse. Sometimes I don't trust the drop rates in this game. Maybe it's just me being too used to like Swordburst 2 and its abysmal drop rates, but I feel like that 2% is a bit harder than it looks. Oh, let's go. Forgot I could just press the button. Sometimes I get so tunnel visioned that I forget the most basic ways to improve efficiency. Selling Jack, 0, 10 mil, white made, 8 mil. Alright. Well, glad to see people are trading. You know, the trading scene in Swordburst 3 seems to be pretty active. Do people have that much Vel though? Well, at this point, maybe I shouldn't question it. 80 million Vel? That's... Where do you get that much Vel? I guess the easiest way to gain Vel is by trading. Because definitely getting Vel from like bosses like this is not going to net you that much. Oh, okay. So many attacks going on at once. And there. Nice. Halloween tokens. No drop yet though. Surprised dual wielding is still as good as it is, even after everything. You know, all the new weapon types came out. I mean, dual wielding is pretty strong, so maybe it's not a surprise, and it's also a Game Pass as well. I'm still kind of baffled over the fact that they made dual wielding a Game Pass. The only reason why I bought dual wielding back in the day, or at least like back in the early days of Swordburst 3, was because I wanted to see how broken it was. Because I went into Swordburst 3 and I saw a lot of people talking about how broken dual wielding was, so I needed to see for myself. And yeah, like it was pretty broken. So many So much damage within like a few short moves. Let me see. Dual wielding. This thing right here, Shadow Strike. Teleports behind a target and backstabs them, dealing 500% damage. I just got ran over by that AoE. In terms of design, you know, like of attacks, I think, you know, this boss is pretty cool. Fighting it is a different story though, because like he places so many attacks in one area. So sometimes if you stand in like an open area, you just get run over by like these thorns over here, or you get hit by like the moving one. There's a lot of things going on. Oh man, okay, I got swiped by that one. We'll see how long it takes to get to level 10 on the pass. I'm thinking that it'll only take probably no more than like 2 hours. Just because, I mean, we're getting 150 every time, so. You essentially just do like 2 runs. And you can complete most of the pass with 2 runs, because like the highest is 500, so. Yeah, up to here. The Wraith Call, you can just do 2, and then the rest of these you have to do 3 or more. But I'm glad that they made it so that, you know, you can rerun the pass if you wanted to, because right now I'm not really too excited about the right here, this one right here. The undead horse that I got, because it's a 55% size, so it's like a smaller horse. And for me, I don't know, I like bigger mounts, because I think they look they look more visually appealing to me. Small mounts are all right, but I think the big mounts are more fun to look at. Oh man. I mean, like the alpha wolf here, it's like, it's a big mount, so it just fits the character, or just fits the game better to have bigger mounts. I had the worst match of the day. Tell me about it, Josh. Let's hear it. I couldn't even dodge into him because his hitbox is like pretty much right there. Even though he is levitating, there's like a hitbox near his feet, and then if you dash into him, you just can't get past him. Oh, down to 4 squads, and I didn't find a single SMG to use as my secondary. That's tough. No, I guess that's just how some matches are gonna be, Josh. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. It's all about just making like making the best use of what you have. And sometimes that is much harder to do than one would expect. Currently on 6? Yeah, 6. Very, very close to 7. It's just so painful to not get a single usable secondary and being forced to use 2 primaries. Yeah, it does sound kind of annoying to deal with, but you'll get there. Want to buy some LCs? Sure. I can use some, especially to upgrade this this spear of mine. I would definitely like some. How much are you selling them for? Just to be clear, I don't know the prices in this game, so I don't know what's a good price and what's not a good price. 1.2k each. All right, we'll work with that. How many do you have on you? Archie, I remember last stream you said you had like a bunch on you, right? $13k. Okay, I will probably take. How much do you need to max out a legendary weapon? I'll take as much as I need to max out. Normally 50? Okay, I'll take that much then. Oh. Fell through the floor there. Let me pick up some of my tokens here. And then we'll head back to the lobby and we'll trade there. Oh. Okay. My 2 favorite SMGs are Alternator and Volt, and I found none the entire game. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, I think the struggle is kind of just finding them. Once you find them though, it's a good feeling. Alright, let's go ahead and do a trade here. There we go. Okay, so 50, right? 1.2k each, so 50 times 1,200. That's 60,000. Yeah, I have like 2 million, so I have a lot to spend. You can tell that I have not traded in this game because of the fact that, you know, I haven't spent any of my Vel. Alright, let's go ahead and do a quick upgrade here. That is transmog. That's mounts. That's the aura recycler. I believe the upgrade is right here, right? Yeah. Crafting station. There it is. Found it. Alright, let's get this to max. Man, that luck is nuts. Alright, so we have crit damage, 75% crit damage. I want to try to get crit rate on this. Let's do that. 10% crit rate would be ideal. Burst power is not bad. SP regen also not bad. Max HP, I don't like that one. Because your HP will just come from the armor itself anyways. Let's go crit rate. 10% crit rate. Alright. There we go, yeah. By the way, Nas, do you have the armor as well? The new armor from floor 7? Because that would be nice to have. Alright. Are you trading it right now? Okay. Yeah, I might as well get my hands on one. Alright. How much does it go for? Fine with 300k? Alright. If you say so. Thank you. Alright. This one has crit and SP regen. That's not bad actually. I like crit. Alright, so now we have a total of 125,000 HP, and then we'll see how our damage fares out soon enough. SP regen, my beloved. Well, I'm glad to see someone's enthusiastic about SP regen. Alright, so damage on my spear right now is 4,800. So let me see. SP regen. Seems like the regen is going up a bit faster. So I could use my moves a little more. Oh, okay. It's cut. Slammed on that one. Hold on, let me check. Crit is 25% right now. Crit damage is 275. SP regen 140%. Not bad at all. I saw a practice menu. There's bot royale. How does that work? Let's do this. Whoa, that damage is nuts. Okay. About like 160,000 on that? Man, okay. Okay, nice. Oh. Alright. Just pick this up and then exit. I think it's just a bunch of bots so you can practice as if it were an actual match. Oh, okay. That's... I don't know if that's good or bad, because I feel like training against bots is not really the most ideal way of getting better at the game. Maybe I'm wrong though, I don't know. Dang, so people are buying the cape for 40 million? 40 million for like an SP regen cape? Or like a crit cape? That's whoa. That is absurd to me. Does it really go for, I mean, like, I know the cape is rare. But like 40 million for that? That is kind of absurd. I don't know what to say, because like that's such a huge jump in like prices. I only have like 2 mil on me. Imagine having 40 mil, that's a whole different story. Battle rounds either practice or warm up for real matches? Okay. Wait, have you gotten the cape yet, Nuss? I have 11. Yo, that is crazy. And you, like, your luck must be insane to get 11 capes. Oh, wait, oh. Let's go. Oh, man. Alright, we got the cape. Your luck must be crazy to get a cape, and then all of a sudden, Halloween cape just drops. That's crazy, man. I mean, it's burst power, though. You can't re-enchant this, right? Or can you? You can't. Okay. I guess that's why people want crit cape, because like, all right. Well, there you go. We got ourselves a nice cape. Halloween cape. We got the cape before the mount. All right. Some luck I have. No, I mean, you know, burst power is not all that bad. I think it actually works quite well. I would still like to try to get a crit cape, or yeah, like crit damage or crit rate cape. More specifically crit rate, because I think crit rate, because right now I'm running like 25% crit rate, which is not the best. Ideally I would try to run at least around 40%. Or at least 50%, so I can get 50-50 on crit or not. Let me see. I'm going to use. Okay, I was about to say I was going to use my buff plus the E, and then see how much damage that does. All right, let's see if I can use it. This and then E. Can even see the number. I think I missed. Alright, ignore that. Ignore the fact that I just dashed straight into the attack. Ah, man. Okay. I was about to pick up the the Halloween tokens and then I just died. Yeah, I didn't realize the cape even dropped like that because I thought it would be one of those cases where it would just kind of like show you that you got the cape like as a notification instead of as a droppable item. But maybe I'm just I'm just thinking too much of Swordburst 2. I'm still in that Swordburst 2 mindset where like they actually show you the drops as a notification. And in this game, drops are, you know, you have to pick them up. All right, let me go ahead and exchange my tokens here. I think I have a lot. Yeah, I have 400. So, yeah, 2 more to go. This one will take take about 3 runs for that one. 3 nightmare runs. Yeah, because 3 would put me at 450. And the last one would be 4 runs. More or less. Curious on what color I'm gonna get this time for this thing right here, the Pumpkin King armor, or not armor but costume. I think we've been lied to about the Swordburst 2 update, team. Is that what you're talking about? Ah, man. All right. I mean, it's kind of funny if you think about it, T-Man, because like, it's November. They're gonna release the Halloween event in November. Ooh, 14k damage? Whoa. Update dropping on Christmas. Yo, no way. Dude. Imagine that, dude. Halloween event coming out on Christmas. I mean, it would be funny. It'd be very confusing, but it'd be funny. What have you been up to, T-Man? What kind of games are you playing these days? Still suffering on Toho. Normal mode too hard. Is normal mode like the lowest one, or is there like an easy mode? If so, I'd probably play on easy mode. I'm not skilled enough to be able to beat Toho. Much less can I, you know, do anything on like hard mode or anything of that caliber. You know, I've been wanting to play the one Toho game on Steam. The one that features Saki. I don't remember what the name of that is. I think it's like Luna Nights, right? Something like that. I don't know if you've heard of it, T-Man. Yeah, Luna Nights. It's really good? Okay. I'm wanting to try it. Maybe I'll try it even on stream or something. Be cool. Like I've played a little bit of it, cause one of my friends like had it, so I just kind of played on his system, and all I remember was like it's like a side scroller where you adventure through it, and then you can time stop with like the clock and stuff. You know, you you won't believe, T-Man. I don't know if you remember, but there was like this one area where you had to freeze the water. And I think it took me like half an hour to figure out that you had to freeze the water to walk over it. I was trying to figure out like, this water is like is a bit of a difficult obstacle. You know, maybe if I, you know, jump far enough or just perform like this impossible maneuver, I'll be able to get over the water. When in reality, the only thing you're supposed to do is freeze the water and walk over it like a bridge. There's also the I also did the so a funny story actually. I think there's this one boss in Luna Nights where they have a shield, right? You know what I did to that boss? I spammed the knives on the shield and it just killed them. Even though like the knives did reduce damage, like when they were shielding, I just spammed the knives and it just eventually killed them. It was funny. The first boss, yeah, it was the first one. Yeah, like they were shielding, and like I know you're supposed to, you know, follow like this. You're supposed to like defeat it in a very, I guess like patient way. But I just spammed knives and won. And then there was the Marissa fight, which the Marissa fight I struggled a lot on because I didn't know that you actually were supposed to slow down time or something. I think like you can slow down time to like dodge the beam, and I didn't know that, so I just fought Marissa in real time, which is not intended. Do not do that. I'm not that smart when it comes to Toho games, you know, or any game in general. All right, we got Pumpkin King. What do we got? Ooh, a purple one. That's actually kind of cool. All right, we're on to the last part of the pass here. So we're hovering at 103 tokens. So we just need to do 3 more runs and we'll have enough. You know what else I should play? I feel like playing Nier Automata would be a good choice as well. I've heard a lot of good things about the Nier series, but I have never played it myself. So, might be a good idea. I don't think I'm getting my win anytime soon, with how much skill issue I have. You know, Josh, it's okay. You know, like, games, especially like Battle Royale games, it's gonna be a bit tough to get a win, like, consistently. Unless you're just cracked at the game, but most of the time, you're gonna end up, like, you're gonna end up falling short of first place a lot of times. What was that maneuver? Whoa, that was a strange maneuver there that I did, because I did like a back jump into the E. Alright. Okay. Josh got a pro tip for you. Your pro tip is a noob tip. Nothing. No drops, right? Yeah. Unfortunate. This is why you're losing. How much is Luna Nights right now on Steam? I'll get it. If it's like, hold on, let me. It is. It is $18. It's a bit steep. 18. I mean, well, okay, like it is, you know, typically. Maybe I'll wait for it to go on sale or something. Not exactly sure when the next sale will be, but we'll wait. I'm assuming like the Nier games are probably hovering at like $50-$60 or something. Typically, like the type of, or the price of games nowadays is around $60 for new games. 60, and if you're like looking to get the premium version of games, because I know like games come with normal version and deluxe and premium versions, those will set you back like $70 to $100 for the deluxe versions. So yeah. It's 70 now? Oh, I mean, if it is a good game, if it's worth it, then maybe that $70 is a good purchase. Most of them aren't. Oh, yeah, I guess so. I mean, at the end of the day, like, games are subjective as well, where, you know, a game that you might find bad is good to someone else, or a game that you might find good is bad to someone else. I think a lot of things are just kind of subjective right now. Hold on. Oh, it's one more run. One more run. I don't know why, but I feel like getting Krypton to just bomb people with the drone while solo running. If you think that'll work, Josh, sure. It won't, it'll just be funny, okay. Imagine if like if we trioed, you know, me, you, and T-Man in Apex. That would be I don't know how we would do. I mean, you would have to be the jump master, Josh, since you're the pro here. I'm gonna land this off a cliff. Well, I don't know how to land, you know? I think someone who at least knows how to land is better than someone who's never landed. I would play the person that goes invisible and leave Josh when we get in combat. Yo, using Josh as bait, that is... Well, you know, I guess that's what they call team play. Teamwork, you know what I mean? Setting up the distraction. It's a diversion. Alright. That should be enough to get the next horse. We'll do a couple more runs. I do want to try to get the hell horse. If it's possible. I'm still missing hell horse. Alright, let me turn this in. There we go. Undead horse. Is it the big one or small one? Oh, 95% size. So a little bigger. Not completely huge, but let me see. Not bad. I think this is the same size as this one, right? Yeah. I don't know if it goes bigger than that. 95 might just be the biggest. Maybe. Alright. Honestly, it'd be better if T-Man stays distant with the sniper. With me finding and baiting enemies. That would be pretty ideal. I mean, you know, if you're the one who's being front lines, then, you know, it could work. It's a 4-hit. It's a 4-hit combo. Keep forgetting that it's 4-hit. Could easily just use Newcastle to tank bullets. Probably. Fairy Dust Aura for Deathmark Aura. 2k coins. Alright. Recommended level 300 plus. I mean, we'll get the level 300 eventually. You know, like eventually the Swordburst 3 will update. You know, maybe on like floor 9 or floor 10 we'll get there, but not anytime soon at least. Can't wait. I can't wait for the day that Swordburst 3 hits at level 1000. Yo, Nick, welcome to the stream. Good luck on the farming. Thanks, I appreciate it. We're doing all right. We managed to get one of the more difficult drops, the cape. This thing right here. This is a 1% drop. I'm trying to get the Hell Horse, which in Nightmare mode is 2%. Oh, come on. 27,000 health. The only characters I'm confident with are Seer and Ballistic. Oh, okay. Yo, wait. Yo, that Hell Horse. Yo! Let's go! We got Hell Horse. W. Alright, okay, Hell Horse is 100% size. There we go. Okay, we finally did it. Okay. That's it. I think we finished the Halloween event. Right? That's pretty much all you can get. Let me make sure though. So yeah, from here you can only get from easy mode you cannot get the cape. Go into nightmare mode, you can get the cape, 1% chance. Random enchant. You can get Hell Horse, 2% chance, and 150 tokens. I'm gonna just turn these. Well, I'd rather not. I'd rather not turn those in. Title, Reaper, also Halloween Hero. The quest line is done, and we have 2 of the horses. Okay. Well, since we have everything, let me change my mount real quick. Yeah, dude, this is nice. Look at this mount. All right, since we have everything, we're gonna do one run of the Void Tower. Do a Void Tower run, and then we'll probably end. But yeah, I like this drop right here, Hell Horse and Cape. I could not have gotten without Nasir. Nas like pretty much carried me to get these, and he also traded me the Star Seeker, and then also Legendary Crystals to upgrade the Lunar Bearer. So yeah, he's pretty much carried me this entire stream. So much appreciated. Thank you so much. All right. Nope. It's time to conquer the weekly Void Tower. With Speed Halloween Cape, I can now use 5 speed. Yo, I still need to get my speed build actually, because like that speed build is crazy fast. It's gonna be tough though, because I mean, you have to have the luck to be able to get like a speed stat from the armor, and then from the weapon, and then after that you gotta get a speed stat from the cape. The cape, getting speed stat from cape is probably the hardest one, because I mean, cape is only 1% drop. Well, the armor and the weapons are also 1% drop, but it feels much harder with the Pumpkin King, because Pumpkin King takes forever to beat if you're soloing it. So the speed enchant stacks. I mean, yeah. Like, so if you have like speed enchant, like double speed on your weapon, double speed on your armor and then speed from the cape, you can get 5 speed. Yeah, like I'm right now for me, I'm just running a standard damage build. So I have crit rate and crit damage on my weapon, and then normal crit rate on my armor, and then also SP regen, just so I can regen my SP a little bit more, or like a bit faster, to use the skills more frequently. Because most of my damage is coming from the skills, so just being able to use the skills is a massive advantage. Dude, by the time I got there, he already slayed half the HP. just casually running. That's crazy fast. Okay, that. And that's with the speed skill as well, so man. You can probably get from like the beginning of a map to the end within like under a minute with that kind of speed. Alright, well, I mean, this part is going to be pretty quick, because, I mean, we're on the lower floors. Once we get to around, like 25, 30, that's kind of when everything will start to slow down a bit. Oh, there was one in the crystal. Skeletal imp. I like these guys' design. You know, like they are, you know, they're just skeletons, but I mean, they got like a purple glow, some horns. It's pretty epic, honestly. So sometimes like simple designs in this game can be pretty cool. Should I run a few matches as Revenant or Pathfinder? They're both extremely good at mobility. I would say like 50-50. You know, run a match as Revenant, then switch to Pathfinder, then go back to Revenant. You know, like switch between the two. Oh boy, it's Galliard. Every time I see Galliard, man, I just get so... I think back to what Galliard did to me in the last couple of Void Towers. Galliard is just a menace in this game. If you encounter Fire Hagan, I'll show you how to fight against it. That, yeah, I would appreciate that. Because I mean, yeah, I do not know how to fight against Fire Hagan. All I know is that like he has 2 attacks that are easy to dodge. Specifically like the explosion attack that he does, like the AoE, and then the Fire Breath. Those are really easy to dodge. The claw attacks are the ones that kind of get me more. But like, is Firehard Gun always at the top? Because for the past like 3 towers that I've done, he's always been like the 50 boss every time. And this one? Oh no. I have a legendary. A legendary? What does that mean? Legendary in quotations. It's a free skin for having Apex on Switch. Oh, okay. So it's like, it's legendary category, right? But it's not really legendary in terms of... like... How do I put it? It's a legendary category, but not legendary in feeling. If that makes any sense. Dang. I just chucked that spear right at him, he died. Alright, moving on to 15. What is that? That is Tidal Nautilus. Nice, 16's done. We're almost halfway through. Going crazy fast now. These heavy... No, Frenzy Knights. Like frenzy boars, but they're knights. I'm still salty about that one Kahoot that BGM did. So for context, BGM was hosting a Kahoot for like Swordburst 2, and there was a question that came up that asked like, what mob is this? And he showed like the boar on screen. So I was like, oh, that's a boar. And then the answer was Frenzy Boar, so I had to be more specific. Now every time I look at a Frenzy Boar, I think back to that one Kahoot moment of how I messed up a simple question like that. I think I still won that Kahoot, but still. Still, man. Oh, completely missed that throw. There's one in the back there, yeah. Thanks for clearing that. Alright, we're on to 20. Already on to the next boss. Whoa. It's the Roaring Ogre. Oh yeah, this is one of the cover monsters where and what I mean by that is like this was on one of the pictures that Swordburst 3 has for its game. Because I know Galliard was featured in one of the pictures. This guy was also, yeah, the Roaring Ogre was also on there as well. Somehow an epic seer skin looks better than the most legendary seer skins. I mean, it all comes down to your taste and preference. You know, maybe some people prefer the legendary skins over the epic skins. I mean, there are some, yeah, there's some games where I feel like the epic or even rare skins are better looking than the legendary skins. I can't name any off the top of my head right now, but there are instances of that happening. A werewolf. Yo, just massacred. I want to get my hands on a legendary skin for ballistic. Well, you know, if you do get one, then, or if you do try to go for one, then good luck to you. I'm assuming rolling for skins or just getting skins in general is going to be a difficult task, so yeah. But you know, anything for cosmetics, right? Anything to look cooler. Josh, it would be real. It's not looking good for you. What is that supposed to mean, T-Man? What are you trying to imply? Whoa. It's a worm. Oh, I'm actually losing a lot of health. Wait, okay. I can't be so reckless. Because, I mean, this is level 85, so it's not low level anymore. Alright, I gotta play a bit more cautious here. There we go. Let's see. Do you have your run trios? Is that guy gonna punch you off a cliff and say it was an accident? That's not very nice, Josh. Rookie mistake. You can't just say you want one thing. If you do, you always get the other thing. I guess that's kind of true in some sense, yeah. Like, you know, if you strive too much to get one thing, you'll end up getting something else. Not always the case, but sometimes it does happen. I mean, you remember? I mean, like, I keep going back to this one, this one moment, but during the Swordburst 2 Road to Despair, the Requiem, I said I want a Requiem. I got everything but Requiem. Go, round 28, 2 more to go till we reach the next boss. Wonder what the next boss will be. Let's hope it's not Galliard. Oh. What's happened? That's what happens when you don't mouse lock or shift lock. I ended up throwing the spear in a completely different direction than what I wanted to. Training mode is fun. I played it with a friend and once and just kept hiding while shooting at them. That sounds about right. Alright, here we go. It is Desert Spirit. I was confused as to what it was for a second. I didn't know, like, I forgot what Desert Spirit looked like. So it just looked like a witch from, like, or like a necromancer. I mean, maybe he is a necromancer. He does have that look to him. Right. $20 more floors to go. I thought it was like that one Pokemon. Is there a Pokemon that looks like that? I mean, if anything, it reminds me a little bit of like the SCP, the Plague Doctor SCP, because he does have like that bird-like face, you know, like the mask. I can't remember how to spell it. Just try your best. I think I'll probably be able to figure it out, even if you misspell it. Rock Golem. These guys used to like destroy me back on floor 1. Because they had this like one slam animation that they do. That always messed me up. Okay, on to 33. Yeah, we might even finish this before we hit the second hour, actually. We got 20 minutes for a second hour. That is nuts. Oh, Cofagrigus, yeah. I remember, yeah, I remember what Cofagrigus looked like. I guess it does have some resemblance. Alright, here we go. Yo, it's the Yeti, my favorite. That's my guy right there. I mean, look, this is how you fight the Yeti. You just stand behind him. That's all you gotta do. And there's that one dodge that you have to do, but it's not that bad. I don't know when I got into Apex. I'm not sure either. I just remember you told me about Apex one day, and then you just kind of started taking off from there. That's usually how like I go about games too, where you know I find a game that I want to play one day, and then I play it, and then I get into it, and then I play it until I get tired of it, and then move on to something else. That's kind of the cycle I'm going with Phasmophobia right now, because you know there was a moment in time where I felt like playing Phasmophobia. I played Phasmophobia, and I'm still into it right now. I mean, even right now, I'm starting to kind of get into that feeling where, okay, maybe I should slow down a little bit on Phasmophobia, because it's starting to get to a point where I'm kind of getting tired of it. But like when I first played it, man, Phasmophobia was one of the scariest experiences I've had, man. Because like once you understand how Phasmophobia works, it becomes less and less scary. Now, I won't say the same about Demonologist though, because I think like for Demonologist, if I play Demonologist, no matter how many times I play Demonologist, I'll probably never get over how scared I am of it. Because like, I don't like games. I think I'm similar to T-Man, in the sense that like I don't like jump scares that just pop up in your face, because that's what Demonologist does. Demonologist basically, like, while you're investigating the ghost, there's gonna be like jump scares that just happen, and I'm not a fan of that. I know it's made to be a horror game, right? Like, you know, if you don't like jump scares, you probably shouldn't be playing horror games. You know, that's probably what most people would say. But I don't know. I like the thrill of a horror game without it being like super jump scary. Because you know, I played a bunch of horror games before with Josh, but those horror games are fun because they don't always jump scare you. Like there's like, for example, one of my favorite horror games of all time, at least on Roblox, is the Mimic, right? The thing about the Mimic is, yes, there are jump scares in the Mimic, but it's not always in your face. There's like there's like story, right? There's lore attached to it, and then there's jump scares like occasionally. It's not like you get jump scared, you turn a corner, and then there's another jump scare. Like a jump scare happens in the Mimic every couple minutes. Like I would say like every 15 minutes. So, you know, it's not always going to be popping in front of you. You can take a break, or you can take a week or two break from Phas so you won't get tired of it. Yeah, that's probably the best way to go about it. I mean, you know, I'm still thinking about what to play next, because you know, like, because I've been playing Phas for like the past couple weeks, and I just don't know what other game to play right now. So, I'm thinking about it. Because, you know, like, I used to play a lot of Roblox, but even I, like, you know, even I am getting tired of Roblox now. The only things I play on Roblox nowadays is, you know, Swordburst 2 to farm for, like, drops on Helmfirth. I play Swordburst 3 for stream. Crystal Collection, you know, whenever BGM does an update. But that's pretty much it. Like, I don't usually play too many games on Roblox nowadays. Like, I'll play different games, like, if it's part of a hunt. Where, like, you know, like, Roblox does a new, like, hunt event. Quotations hunt event. And I'll play those games, but other than that, I'm not on Roblox for much. hop on Apex for a bit. Took me a whole minute to find the arrow. You know, like, I think like I'll play it eventually. I'm just not feeling it right now, Josh. I'm not into like that battle royale feeling yet. Not yet, at least. Maybe in a bit. Like, you know, give me like a couple weeks or so, and maybe I'll get into it. I will say though, okay. I think the reason why Phasmophobia is starting to get a bit tiring is because like me and Smashwick duo all the time. And it like because we're doing things so systematically, where like we're just repeating the same thing over and over again, like the same investigation style. That's why it gets kind of boring to play. I will say that like if I get like a three, like a party of three or a full four stack, it becomes a lot more interesting because then it's like it goes beyond just me and Smash Trigger because we already know how to play and like we have our own systematic way of playing. But when you introduce more players into the mix, you get to see like what their investigation style is like or how like they place down items. And I think that kind of gives a little bit of variety to how the game is played. And then from there, it becomes a little bit more fun. I guess like what I'm trying to say is like if you do the same, if you play the game the same way every time, eventually it starts to become like boring. Like the reason why games like for example, I think why games like Apex, Fortnite, League of Legends don't get boring quick is because every game is different in a way, right? You won't get the same teammates. You're gonna get different characters and stuff, right? But I feel like in Faz, it's kind of there's only so much variety that you can have in Faz. Like yeah, like you know, there's different ghosts and stuff, but eventually it's just the same systematic way of doing things where you just put down your investigating items, right? You know, your dots, your book, spirit box, and all that, and then you figure out the evidence and go from there. Maybe it's because like we're doing this, we're playing the same way every time. I mean, there is a chance that like if we do like two evidence or no evidence runs, it'll be a lot more interesting because that way we'll have to figure out some more stuff. But for right now, I don't know. It just feels like the way that we're playing kind of dries out the game a bit. It's kind of like I don't know if this is the best metaphor or analogy for it. It's kind of like overcooking a chicken and you just continue to eat from it even though the chicken's like extremely dry already. And there's nothing you can do. Like there is some things you can do, you know, to make it moist again, but like you just keep eating the dry chicken. Cuz like I don't know. Because I guess you're hungry or something. And the only way to satiate your hunger is to continue to eat it. Maybe it's not the best best analogy, but I think you guys get kind of what I mean by it. Alright, we're on to the Last couple floors here. Yeah, it's blend, but there's practically nothing else. Pretty much, yeah. That's. I think that's what I was trying to go for, in terms of like explanation. But yeah, I think for sure next Saturday I'm gonna be doing something different. Assuming that the Swordburst 2 Halloween update doesn't come out, I'm gonna try to play a different game. We might take a break from Phasmophobia because I've been streaming Phasmophobia on Saturdays for like the last 3, 4, 5 weeks. So I think it's time to put Phas away for a bit, and try something new here. I'm not exactly sure what I'll do yet. You know, I'll probably figure it out throughout the week. But you guys will see. Come Saturday, I'll have something in the works. Okay, we're in 49. One more floor to go after this one. I wonder who's going to be at the top. Maybe it's Fire Hagan again. Like it's always been. Almost died from that. Alright, here we go. Who's it gonna be? It's always Fire Hagan. Alright, now go ahead. I think yeah. Alright, let me see what you're doing. So you're doing like a dash around. So you're going behind him. And then wait and then dash back. Okay? Strike. Yeah, you're just fighting behind him. Yo, how is that possible? Like you're staying behind him the entire time. Every time I try to do that, he just tracks like me. Every time I go behind him. Move toward him? Let me see. Yeah, I can see like you're kind of like hugging him in the back here. Okay. I think that's the way to do it. It'll take some practice, but thanks for showing me. Yeah, that makes it much easier to fight against Fire Hagan if you do it that way. Alright. I don't know how I feel about Revenant. He's popular, has a great ultimate, but it just doesn't fit my playstyle. You know, I think based on, you know, okay, well, I said this last stream, but I think you should just play characters that, you know, you feel are fun for you rather than like trying to play meta. Because I think a lot of us get stuck in like that one trap where like, oh, you know, if I want to win, I have to play meta, right? And sometimes that's the case, but I think the most important part about, you know, games, even competitive games, is, you know, just having fun. Even if it means you have to play a character that is not meta, right? you know, having fun is the most important thing, because you know, you don't want to put yourself through like this cycle of like cycle of pain trying to play a character that you don't really want to play. All right, where is the shop? There we go. Okay, let's see what we get this time. All right. Green. Blue. Dang. Every time, man. Every time. That's tough. Well, alright. I think we're gonna probably end it there for now. So if you guys enjoyed the stream, once again, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Special thanks to Luce here, because he's the MVP of this stream. Pretty much carried me through the Pumpkin King. He gave me LCs to upgrade my, you know, my equipment. To upgrade like this spear. He gave me the armor here. Helped me get the cape, right? The hell horse. And then also helped me to clear the void tower as well. So easy MVP of this stream, you know. I gotta give credit to him. So thank you so much, Nuss, for helping out. And also everyone else as well for tuning in. Josh, GM, T-Man, Nick, Smash Twig. Yeah, thank you so much for hopping in chat, you know, just chatting. I'm Nos, by the way. I figured, yeah. Because I saw you before in the other stream. I had, you know, when you put 2 and 2 together, it makes sense. But yeah, but thanks again. We'll be back on Saturday with another stream. Again, I don't know exactly what we're gonna be doing Saturday, but you guys we'll figure it out. You'll see once Saturday comes around. But yeah, all right. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you guys later. See ya.